Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I have another TV review for you today, and it is the pilot episode of the TV show Constantine. Now I know this has been out for a couple of years and it was cancelled after one season, but after watching Justice League Dark recently and reviewing it on my channel, I was inspired to go back and check out this show because I was impressed with the performance of Matt Ryan, who did the voice for Constantine in Justice League Dark, and he stars as Constantine in this TV show. So I was intrigued to find out what it was going to be like, the show. So I've seen the pilot episode now, and I have to say it was pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. Um, for those that don't know, really, Constantine. Well, this show certainly kind of starts off. Constantine, he has put himself in a mental hospital, and we learn that it is because he sent a poor girl to hell. He basically failed in a mission, and it ended up with this poor girl's soul going to hell, and he can't forgive himself, so he's kind of put himself in a mental hospital in England. But quite soon after being in there, he gets like a message from the other side, basically saying you need to get back and fight this war against demons and hell. So he gets the message and he goes off, and he's off to America, and he meets another woman who is the daughter of a former work colleague, if you like, and he promised that he would protect her, and she's being hunted by some demons, like electricity type demon. And so the first episode focuses on that. It's him dealing with his failures in the past. You don't learn much else other than that. There's like an angel as well that comes down who kind of makes a deal with him. It says, you know, help us, and he kind of hints that if you do help us, there's a chance that your soul can be saved, because of what he did. Basically, he's condemned his soul to hell when he dies, and he's not really happy about that, unsurprisingly. So that's the main story of the first episode. It's nothing outlandish. It's nothing really special. That's really a good way to describe the episode. There's nothing really special about it, but it's okay. I mean, Matt Ryan, who plays Constantine's charming, a bit abrupt, kind of how Constantine should be, but a bit rude and impatient and all them sort of things. And everyone else of the show does a good job. I think the main thing that I kept thinking about when I was watching this show was, it's not as good as Supernatural. It's not as good as Supernatural. I just kept thinking it throughout. I think Supernatural, which you could look at, is the granddad of all these shows. It's the elder statesman. It's been going for so long now, and it's nailed down its own law to the point where it does it better than anybody else. And this, I think, suffered because it's such an early start into the show. It's treading over ground that has been done better before with other shows. So I think that kind of went against it. If you're a fan of Supernatural, you'll watch this show and you kind of think, Sam and Dean had sorted this out far quicker than you, Constantine. So it's almost like he's like the Winchesters, but he's just one of them. But it's not. I'm not saying the show's bad, because I don't think it is, and I'm going to continue watching 2 or 3 more episodes and see if the series hooks me, because this guy seems committed to the role. He has he's done, like I say, he's done the voiceover for Justice League Dark, and my understanding is he's going to lend his voice to further animated Constantine efforts. So he's committed to the role. So I tip my hat to him for that, because it must have stung when they cancelled the series, and he could have easily walked away, I'm guessing. But it's a decent start to a pilot episode. I mean, I'm watching quite a few pilot episodes at the minute, and some of them are interesting. Some of them I've not really carried on with, like Taken. I've not really carried on with. I've watched Channel Zero's first pilot episode, and I wasn't really impressed with that. Yeah, I've not even bothered reviewing that yet. But this is far more interesting than some pilot episodes that I've seen in the last 12 months. So I'm going to continue to watch it and see if it continues to improve. But for my money, this isn't a patch on Supernatural. Supernatural has got this nailed down. So we'll see how it goes.